What is up, my love? Thank you so much for tuning back into another video. I hope you're having an amazing Wednesday thus far, and that you've had an amazing week thus far, and that the trend continues on into a beautiful week. But without further ado, let's head into today's topic. So today I want to talk about the idea of it's okay to ask for help. And I don't know if there's anybody else out there who feels like they're an independent ass biatch, excuse my French, and they can just do everything on their own. While I kind of still agree with that, I am trying to get out of it though. Let me just tell you, not true, okay? It is not true, because we as humans are social creatures. We rely on others for interaction, for fulfillment. If we were locked in a room with no daylight and no human interaction, I think we would literally go insane. So while we may try our hardest to be a little island of us and just do our own thing without anybody else involved, it's probably gonna be kind of really hard. And by probably, I mean definitely. And why I'm even bringing all of this up is because, like I mentioned in my last video, I am on a job hunt right now. I had this wild idea that I would just be able to figure it out all on my own, but the fact of the matter is that I haven't done interviews in quite a while, so I'm a little rusty. Talking about myself is not necessarily my strong suit anyway, so I needed some advice on how to do interviews, on how to vamp up my resume, on how to talk about myself without being too cocky or modest, and how to find good jobs that are the right fit for me. In order to get all that advice, what did I have to do? I had to look outside of myself and ask for help. It was kind of hard because I have this belief in my head that I can just do everything on my own, but I am learning the hard way, and by the hard way I mean trial and error and failing and falling on my face, that I cannot do that. So I asked my friends, I asked my mom, I asked my boyfriend, and they all gave me very helpful advice that helped me move forward with the process. And now all of a sudden I have 4 interviews tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? Sometimes our little prides or our little egos, same thing, different word, like to get in the way of our ability to connect with somebody else. Lower that pride and ego so that we can allow their knowledge and wisdom into our space. That's definitely what happens for me, is because I think that I know everything that is possibly out there in the universe, and I don't need anybody's advice or skills or knowledge or talent. I can do it all by myself. But that is impossible. It is impossible for me to be skilled or knowledgeable at literally everything there is out there. So when I need help, it is my responsibility to exercise my modesty skills, exercise my vulnerability skills, and ask somebody for their help. Usually people are more than willing to help. I know it can be kind of a scary thing because sometimes we don't want to inconvenience people, or we might feel dumb or ashamed or guilty or whatever feelings that arise, but that is our own projecting onto the situation rather than witnessing what is actually happening in that situation. So this is your reminder: if you are trying to do it all on your own, if you feel like you need some help but you're too afraid to ask, ask. There's no harm in asking. The worst that they can say is no, and then you know the answer, and then you're not going to be harboring all of those thoughts in the back of your head, unable to move forward. At least you'll know, and then you can move forward from there. See it as maybe an experiment. See it as a way of testing the waters, getting outside of your comfort zone a little bit, not being afraid of what arises, because life is an experiment. Like I said in my last video again, we are all testing things out, trying and failing and adjusting and growing and evolving, and that is life. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it gave you something to think about today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Wednesday and an amazing rest of your week. And until next time, bye.